you started your journey by researching Ken and by growing Granddaddy Purple. Like it brought you, his vision brought you on your way. Is that kind of right? Is that?
And now that you meet me and talk to me, you know, I was on this journey too.
It's just amazing that we're able to share such an amazing journey down different paths that eventually lead to the same goal, and that's being happy and healthy at the end of the day, because that's what every person wants in life.
Who else is bringing that to the table?
Exactly. And like when I started and I knew I was going to go down that cannabis journey, I've smoked my whole life, but when you're talking about your kids, you know, it's a whole different, am I going to make the right decision? Is it the wrong decision? And like you said, you know, now that you fast forward so many years and you see everything that I've given up, or all those stares that you get, you know, that, oh, you're giving
the
your
comments,
kids,
the words,
means
behind
nothing.
my back,
Means
talking
nothing.
to my face.
100%,
Oh,
you know.
dopehead, weedhead.
100%, you know, and
why they're drunk.
to sit there, and it makes it sometimes even more
Can't
gratifying when you get those same people that'll come by years later and tell you, I apologize for being wrong and not knowing how beneficial that plant actually could be, and being so one-sided or narrow-minded, you know. And like I was saying too, you know, my son was nonverbal until about 5, and then when we started on the capsules and we started on the tinctures, fast forward 10 years, and sure, I'm not gonna contribute it all to the cannabis, just like your journey. It's hard work at the end of the day. My son went to speech therapy for many years, you know, and now that he's 14, you wouldn't even know he had a speech impediment or anything like that. And I truly believe, like, same thing with the epilepsy. He's been seizure free for years.
But you caught on early, right?
Oh, 100%.
Do you know how many parents, because of their misinformation, allow their kids to suffer?
Oh, 100%, you know, and
I know they don't want to.
luckily enough, in my case, you know, like my wife, she has a nursing background, so she knows the dangers of pharmaceuticals. And it's like, I'll tell anybody and everybody, it's different strokes for different folks. I'm not telling you don't take them, but in my case, what it was doing to my son was killing him from the inside. You know, his liver and kidneys were getting to basically be, when he was a 20-year-old, it looked like he'd been an alcoholic for, you know, 20 years with cirrhosis of the liver, knowing he's never even consumed alcohol besides mouthwash, you know. And it gets to the point now, it's like so happy and healthy, full of life, you know. And it's,
well, you know, the movement changed. I was fighting so hard until that kid, that young child in Colorado, took that tincture. We all saw the seizure stop.
Yeah. And
okay, everybody, now what? Sanjay Gupta retired, quit. I can't work for his government if they're doing this. Did I say the truth?